Today on the channel, we start a revolution, and it starts right here at this very table with the Masterverse, Mattel, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Teela, and Man of War.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Masterverse unboxing and review. And today we got Sorceress Teela, and we got the Man of War. Don't call him Man at Arms, but for all your Masters of the Universe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% all in-stock items, anything over $59. Does ship free, got to get a deal out there, and of course we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to start with ladies first, and we're going to go over to Teela here. Green Goddess herself, of course. I first really remember this one, I guess back in the day in the mini comics, I think, but action figure form was part of the classics line back in the day, and one of the most brittle plastic pieces of action figure in my collection, we'll say, as very brittle plastic on the translucent green plastic way back when with the Master Universe Collectors Club, all the kind of stuff back there from Mattel. This hopefully will be a little bit better, but I didn't bring that one to compare it to because I'm too scared to touch it. I don't want the plastic to disintegrate. That's how scared I am of that. But this one should be a little bit better here. But it is the Green Goddess herself, Teela, Sorceress, looking interesting here. Looking interesting, that's what we're going to say. Revolution logo, Masterverse logo, of course. Promoting the Netflix, promoting Mattel, promoting 6 and up on this one. Mark Summers on the couch. Of course, yes, that Mark Summers from Family Double Dare sits on my couch and wards all these kids off from touching these things. He keeps a notebook. Salt of the Earth, Mark Summers. One-man off-Broadway show. Yes, I know. I got that in there for you. Looking good here, though, in the package. Little plastic, not a whole lot going on right there. Very snake charmer. Oh, she's a snake charmer at the end of the day. Watch out, guys. Looking like extra snake charming over here. She's got that look. She's got that look like she charms a snake or two, of course. Then on the back, we got the cross cell a little bit down low. We're unboxing all these on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe. Check it out. Glamour shots, all kinds of stuff. Let's see what it says about Sorceress Teela, the heroic guardian of Castle Grayskull. The wise dragon Granomir found Teela worthy of the power of Ka. Oh yeah, one of the great powers. Transforming her with the ancient power to aid in her quest to rebuild Preternia. So she was on a quest, on a mission, ready to go, ready to take on the world. And that's what old Teela was up to here. Get her out of the package. Gotta get that little baggie out. Little baggie action. See you later. Goodbye. What's in the baggie? What do we got? Oh, translucent plastic. You know I'm here for that. Bam! See you later, goodbye. 2 gripping hands, or I should say 2 splayed out hands here. Little magical, mystical hands is what this is. The green skin tone, got the red nail polish going on, good for her. We got those there, and then what is this? I guess this is goes on the top for staff. A nice ghostly-like snake is what this looks like here in a green translucent plastic. Got the yellow eyes. Obviously, this snake, a huge Oakland A's fan. Shout out to the Oakland A's. Don't move! Don't leave! Ah, it's too late. Too late at this point. Plastic prison, what do we got? There she is, looking interesting. Got that tail on the end, like she's shedding her skin is what it looks like to me. But we're going to see what is really going on here at the end of the day. If I can get her out of this plastic prison. Of course, locked down in typical Mattel fashion. Locked down at the legs, locked down at the arms, and even a little bit of tape, and dare I say, it almost looks like the Cambodian tape, Todd McFarlane, that you've been using. Have they been getting into your supply? Have you had troubles? We'll see what ends up happening there. Uh-oh, probably better remove that tape first. Nobody likes tape on the cape, and nobody likes tape on the tail either. Dangerous game here. Dangerous game Mattel's playing. Can I get that off? Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it when they do that kind of stuff, but here we are. Here we are. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to business with some of these accessories here. We do get the little snake staff going on. Reminds me, of course, of Teela's staff way back in the day in the original Masters of the Universe collection. I used to use it as a kid for Serpentor. He would grab this and he'd chuck that. He'd get Duke right there on the heart. And he'd put an end to Duke's misery once and for all in my childhood Fig Fed. Duke would be dead. He would die. He didn't die in the cartoon, but he died in my Fig Fed. And Flint would take his natural spot as, of course, the true leader of G.I. Joe. We all know how that goes here, but nice look on this one. Love the snake. A little bit more ornate than what we got, of course, way back in the 80s, but looking nice as far as the staff goes right there. Now we're getting down to business with old Teela, and we're going to start in the head. I guess it looks like Teela. I don't know. She's got the green face paint going on, a little bit of this, a little of that. I guess green body paint. She looks like she walked out of Star Wars. She's like one of those slave dancers is what she almost looks like here. She, of course, got the big snake hood over the top, looking very interesting. Red eyes on the snake, kind of a goldish, bronzish color throughout. Looks like what we know Teela to look like when she's all dressed in her garb, but with a twist, a little bit of difference, and I guess that's bringing it into the modern generation, I guess we'll call it. Black sleeves on this one, black top, black trunks, we'll call them trunks, underwear, whatever you want to call them. Got a little bit of gold around there as well. Talked about the hands. This time we got 2 gripping hands out of the package, looking good. Red nail polish really making her stand out, of course. Bare legs, bare feet, barefoot on this one. She's got black toenail polish, and she's got red hand polish. So very interesting, the 2 mix and match right there. I know my wife, she always likes to coordinate between the 2. Apparently, Teela, not of that thought process, apparently. Articulation, of course, arms all the way around. Pretty tight arms on this one. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You know we're here for that. Hands removable back forth side to side. Head back forth side to side, up and down. A little bit of limiting in the head department, obviously, with this big hood over the top. And the hood is not removable for those keeping track at home. Legs, of course, big old splits. Look at those snake splits right there. She's charming snake. She's doing all kinds of splits. She's doing the balance beam work. She's doing it all every single day. Does got the legs that go up. Uh-oh. We got some of that Mattel Elite bounce back is what we got going on there. Not here for that. We do got drop-down hips, though, on her, so we do like that a little bit. Thigh cut, double-jointed, pinless knees. She's got the calf cut, we'll call it. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. The usual Mattel articulation right there. And then she does got that long, soft, good snake tail here. Very interesting. Almost looks like a snake shedding its skin, kind of walking away from it is what it reminds me of. But very interesting as far as Teela goes, and I think when most people think of Teela, this is definitely not what they think of. But it is different. Of course, they're getting us all these characters. We know how Mattel's going to do it. They want to make the money, so they're going to put everybody out there. No different than how it was back in the 80s with the cartoon, as we know as well. But we've got a few different Teelas from this line in the past. We got the Sorceress version right here. Will she stand up? Nobody knows. There we go. And then we got the more plain Jane, ready to roll, ready to rumble Teela right here. So 3 different incarnations of Teela, also available in hair down edition. Sometimes she puts it up, sometimes she puts it down. She chooses her own hair adventure, as we do know. But Teela, a mainstay, a classic, a must-have of the Masters of the Universe collection. Just not sure if this is the one you want. Maybe one of these other 2 may suffice for you. You got to choose your own Teela adventure at the end of the day. But now we're getting real confusing here, as one of my all-time favorites from the Masters of the Universe, of course, Man-at-Arms, converts over to the Man-at-War. I don't know, Man-o-War, or I guess Man-of-War. I wish he was Man-o-War. That would be a whole lot better. He'd be the Kings of Metal. He'd be rocking with Eric Adams and Joey DeMeo. He'd be Return of the Warlord, all those classic Man-o-War hits. And I'm going to say it right here. I'm going on record that Man-o-War is one of the most underrated heavy metal bands of all time. Yes, it's true. Underrated. Huge over in Europe. Huge overseas. In America, a little hit and miss here. But man, some all-time bangers, some all-time classics. And when I'm in the gym, nothing fuels a workout like a Man-o-War album. So pro tip out there to you. There it is. But now we got the Man of War right here. Not sure about this name change. Not sure if I like this. And it looks just very kid cartoony is what this looks like to me in this all white, but we're going to see. We're going to dive in. We're going to see what's going on. 6 and up on this one, of course. Netflix, Mattel, 30 points of articulation. Got the glamour shots down here, wrapping around the package a little bit. Very sci-fi-like is what he's here. Old Duncan. All-timer, just not sure if I'm here for this. I like the regular Man-at-Arms. That's what I like there. And now, of course, Audra is the Man-at-Arms, which is wild. It's wild to me. I don't know. Glamour shots up there, of course, and then down low you got the cross-sell, unboxing all those, as I did say. Battle Armor, Skeletor, Merman, we already unboxed on the channel. If you missed that, shame on you. Shame on you, that's what I'm going to say. You better go back and see it. No doubt about it. But let's pull it out here. Can I get the baggie out? See you later. Baggie coming in hot right here. What's in the baggie? What's in the baggie? We got one fist and a visor. That's an interesting. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison, Man-o-War, Man of War. He's going to be Man-o-War to me. There's no doubt about it. I'm a Man-o-War guy. Never got to see Man-o-War in concert, though. I was never fortunate enough to. They were going to play, I think it was in Chicago. Was it Royal Oak Hall, or is that in Detroit? They were going to play something like that, and I was going to go, and then they canceled because the stage wasn't adequate enough for them. They felt they had been hoodwinked. Yes, hoodwinked. One of the most dangerous ways to wink at somebody is hoodwinking, of course. Uh-oh, one more piece in here. So they didn't perform, unfortunately, and I don't think they've even attempted a United States show since. See you later, goodbye. I believe they are coming back out to New York, though. Maybe later this year, next year, something like that. So we'll see. We'll stay tuned to see what those Man of War guys are up to, of course. But now we got the Man of War right here, and boy, I don't know what to think about this contraption here. We do get a Fist of Fury. I'm here for a fist. Kind of a steel robotic-like fist right there in gray. Got the visor here. I'd imagine that just plugs kind of right over his face. What do you know? Plugs over his face, little red visor. Really makes him unrecognizable. You wouldn't think this is Man-at-Arms. I guess maybe you wouldn't even in this outfit. Who knows? But you do get the visor. Clips on the front if you want to. Or you can have just a plain Jane face if you want. Big old push broom there that would make Don Fry blush, of course. But it looks okay, but I don't know. This head, obviously it is a cartoon, so I hate saying, oh, it's too cartoony, but it looks too little kid cartoony. It almost looks like a cheaper version of a toy. Like, this is $20+. This feels like a $10, $12 head sculpt to me. I don't know. It feels like something part of a Masters of the Universe kitty line, possibly, or something. Definitely interesting. He's got the helmet going on with the white, got kind of the gold accents, a little sloppy paint job on the underneath section. Not the best paint, and the mask is a little bit off. Maybe a little heat, maybe might put that a little tighter, I'm not sure. I talked about that steel color, that is his body. So his legs, his arms, his hands, everything is in a kind of robotic body suit going on. He does got a big vest over the top here in white and gold, bronze gold. Well, kind of looks gold, kind of looks bronze, kind of the story of a Man of War, I guess is what we'll say. Definitely looks interesting. He looks very regal, royal, kind of looks like a guard. I guess that's kind of what he is as well. So we got that. He's still rocking that Eternia loincloth, though. It's never done him wrong, so why would you? He's looking good right here with all the hair going on. Or maybe it's not even pants. Maybe it's just his real hair. He grew this all these years. Man of War, of course, Man-at-Arms, getting up there in age. This could be just real hair. He's been growing since he was a kid. Who knows? He's a hairy individual. You never know what he's up to here. He does got the Man of War Championship belt. Unfortunately, nobody wants to defend that. Nobody wants to step up to the challenge because they don't take this gimmick seriously, but he does got the belt if needed. Interesting boots here, all gold on the left leg, but then the right leg, he's got the one all in white with the gold tips, and then you got the gold kind of knee pad there. Of course, shin guard style, obviously brought over from Terry Steinbach. Huge A's fans out there, as we do know in Eternia. The national team of Eternia, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody feel free to fact check that. Got a little wrist gauntlet going on with some jewels in there. He's going to get the old bedazzler out, I guess is what he's going to do. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Oh my gosh, could this arm be any tighter? I'm sure it could, but man, very, very tight arm on here. Hand is removable. This is a gripping open hand here. You got the, of course, fisted hand there. Head back, forth, side to side, up and down. A lot of movement out of the head, which is good. You do get the hula hoop and the traditional waist going on. You do get those big old Man of War splits. He's ready to go. Legs do go up. Drop down hips. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees once again. Boot cut. Ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down there. Diving into this right arm here. So he's got this big shoulder gauntlet here, but it doesn't stay on his arm very well, as it's like doesn't fit around his arm. And I want it to be higher, but it won't. So it's just kind of loose here. I'm just not a big fan of that at all. Absolutely hate that. I wish I could pull it up a little more. Maybe a little heat might get it, or a little pressure. There we go. Will it stay? I'm not sure, but it looks goofy that way too, so I'm not a huge fan of this going there. Have to play around with it, see what I really do like. Then you got a big forearm guard here with a little bit of a weapon going on. Do get an effect piece. Effect piece is removable, which I'm happy about that because it looks weird if it's always out. So you do get a little translucent effect piece. A gripping hand once again over here. You also get this, which I guess, do we take this hand out maybe? Oh, actually, it's probably in this hand. Maybe, yep. So you pop this out. This is like an extra hand for him, but it reminds you of his club. Of course, his famed club he used to beat people over with. That's what we got going on right here. And you've got a little turn on this one. So you can remove the hand, put it onto here, ready to go, or put it over to here, whatever you want to do. Choose your own adventure with the Man of War here. I always want to say Man-at-Arms. It's going to be tough to get used to here, of course. But you do get that as an extra weapon. He should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle Save 10%. He fits like a glove right there. Definitely not my favorite. One of the weakest figures, I think, from this line so far. I get it. It's representing him in the new cartoon, but that doesn't resonate with me. I didn't like the character change, and the figure just doesn't feel like it's part of the line. I mean, it looks like it. It's got the articulation, things like that, but it just feels, for whatever reason, I get a Kitty vibe from this. Like it's a lesser line. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You guys sound off in the comments down below. But then a more classic version of Man-at-Arms right here from that line. Definitely like this one better. Maybe it's just because what I grew up with. Maybe there's little kids out there. This is their guy. It's no longer the Man-at-Arms. He's the Man-of-War. Very well possibly could be. You never know. You never know. But there it is. Old Teela Sorceress. Snake Goddess. The Green Goddess right here. And the Man-at-War. Don't call him Man-at-Arms. Don't call him Man-of-War. Right here at the table today. A mixed bag. I think a lot of collectors of my age bracket and around are probably more thrilled and jazzed. We're going to get jazzed with the jazzed hands about the new Eternia line instead of the Revolution line. I know I am. I'm really enjoying new Eternia, but I am picking up the Revolution ones. They're okay for what they are, but they don't hold a candle to the classics or, of course, new Eternia. At least for me. That's my opinion, but give your opinion in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. Plenty of bonus content over there. Check out ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Teela and Man-at-War, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.